something? You know, we win this one, we get a shot at the title in WrestleMania 10. Boy, I can't wait. I'm so excited. How about you, little buddy?
Yeah. The Royal Rumble's almost here. And when the Heartbreak Kid is left standing tall at the end, it's gonna be out with the old and in with the new World Wrestling Federation champion at WrestleMania 10.
The moment of truth has finally arrived. The opportunity I've asked for, the opportunity I've waited for, and it's finally here. The Royal Rumble, the best against the best. Only one man comes out the winner. And that man gets a shot at the World Wrestling Federation Championship, and it's gonna be me.
And welcome to OSW Review, the old school wrestling video podcast. Filmed in glorious grapple vision and encoded with blast processing, we chronologically critique wrestling storylines, pay-per-view by pay-per-view. This is your boy, Jay Hunter, joined as ever with V1 Sir.
What's the story?
And OSE.
Hello.
It is the 1994 Royal Rumble, and it's coming up right now. Welcome, nerders. Happy days are here again. V1 Sir, how are you doing?
Not too bad, Jay. Not too bad. Glad to be back.
And has the crack been happening, OSE?
Yeah, the crack is what?
Dio Mannon, our boy Brennan Williams, he is the new Raw commentator, and he slipped in an OSW reference.
Ah, wow.
Legend.
And that's the problem with Lacey Evans, is she's not just content with winning a match. She's got a hot dog and grandstand around.
Yeah, hot dog and grandstanding. Oh, isn't that awesome?
That is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Can I ask him to say something? And you drop it in there. I will watch Raw if he does.
Wow.
Oh.
You got yourself a new customer, my friend.
I will
Temporarily.
illegally download a torrent of Raw.
Sure, pass it on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right.
thanks so much, Brennan. Appreciate it, mate. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
thank
fucking
you.
cool.
Oh, what'd you think of the Survivor Series episode?
Really good. Solid. Mo was going round on his little scooter in the ring and he was having the time of his life. Is he still alive?
Mo.
Possibly.
Get him to phone in and explain what was entertaining or fun about that.
I'm not taking his calls. There you go. You enjoyed the animated sequence there?
Oh, that was my favourite yet, I think.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good. I love the length.
Thank you, Adam Anime. Let's just play one. Cheap pop culture rewind. What was happening in the world when the Rumble happened? So January 94, top of the Irish charts was...
Wigfield, Saturday night. I know I say that every time.
Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You.
No, way too late, Steve.
Is it?
Yeah, that was 92.
Was it? Oh, I'm ashamed.
It was All for Love by Bryan Adams, Rod Stewart and Sting.
The Three Muskehounds movie, I think it was.
The I have to say this, All for Love, I can't believe it was number one for 3 weeks. It is the most generic, boring song. It's like, love, it's a good thing, together, you know? Jesus Christ, spend more than a few days on it, mate. Just squirted it out, and there you go.
And there's love inside. I swear I'll always be strong.
The latest Simpsons episode.
Put me down for ice hockey.
Mr. Plow sounds around the right time.
Homer the Vigilante.
Hey, you're that drunken posse. Wow. Can I join ya?
I don't know, can you swing a sack of doorknobs?
Can I?
You're in. Here's the sack.
But you gotta supply your own knobs.
That was...
It's a
Not
bit bop in
good.
the boot. Dominic the Coco.
Oh, what's in the arcades? NBA Jam.
It's on fire.
Boom shakalaka. Can you give us a from downtown?
From downtown. No, is that?
That's
is
just Vince.
Okay. From downtown.
Ooh, what are the kids playing at home? Doom on the PC.
Geeks.
One of the most influential games of all time. Do you know you can run Doom on a calculator?
Can you?
Yeah, the TI-83. There's an excellent LGR episode about it. Go watch it. What was happening in the world of wrestling? What was on Nitro this week? Nothing, because it wasn't invented yet. Didn't start till September 95. Heenan was just set to debut at Clash of the Champions. He was excellent, did much better than Ventura there. Dusty was just ousted as Booker. He was demoted to senior consultant, and they didn't bring in Rio Rogers, sadly.
Aw, if you will.
And Arn and Sid, they got drunk and had a fight. Sid broke off a leg of a chair and was trying to fight Arn Anderson. Shoot, go away. And he got his scissors and was trying to stab him, you know. And of course it was immortalized when Bischoff, live on TV, was given out to Sid and said, hey, you forget your scissors.
Commander Sid can't find your scissors? Wow!
Who would have gotten that joke watching Nitro?
Three people, three wrestlers
Yeah.
in the back. Pop the boys. And up north in Canada, Yoshiaki Fujiwara had a shoot fight with a bear.
What?
Oh my god. What it is they're in a small enclosure in the wilderness and there's a guy outside filming it and he's like, what the fuck is you doing with this? And the bear's just pacing back and forth and every so often kind of rushes him and he'll just go, whoa, and start selling. After that happens 3 times in 6 minutes, he's like, injuries and leaves. So he got jobbed out by a bear.
Well, better than dying.
Yes, better than a worked bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, fighting bears doesn't tend to work out well. Revenant proved that. Like,
Yes, beyond reproach.
yeah.
Unless you are the Dazzler, Daniel Bryan, who fought Hornswoggle in a bear suit, and he just keep going over him by kicking him in the balls and pinning him. It's hilarious.
You saw it! I did it! I just defeated a bear! The Dazzler rules!
It's really good.
Have you seen the Will Ferrell one, Semi-Pro?
I have
Yes,
seen
yeah.
Yeah. It's the only funny bit in that movie, you know, when he's fighting the bear. It's coming with the crazy fist, coming with the crazy smack, smack.
Crazy fist. I'm coming with crazy fist.
Also, Hercules in New York, Schwarzenegger fights a bear, and the bear suddenly knows how to box. There's a bit of rope with it.
Welcome everyone to the 1994 Royal Rumble!
Pay-per-view start. It's the WWF Royal Rumble, January 22nd, 1994, from the Providence Civic Centre in Providence, Rhode Island, in front of a 14,500 sellout crowd in attendance, down 1,500 from last year, with 205,000 TVs tuned in at home, up 30,000 from last year. How much per ticket?
$14, Ned.
I think we're going up in price. I'm going to go $17.
$11.03.
I think every single time we do that, it's always $11.
Bringing in a tidy $160,000 at the gate, which is down 27 from last year. V1, sir, you are watching which version?
I'm watching the Silver Vision version. 2 hours and 59 minutes.
And OSC, you were watching the WWE Network version, which is 2 hours 42.
Yep.
And I'm watching the live version, which is 3 hours 11. because it includes the Countdown pre-show.
Oh my god.
And what was on it? Okay, most of it is the same video packages that are shown on the pay-per-view itself, so we'll get to them during their respective matches. What else we got? Todd Pettengill invites us to a skybox hot tub with 3 naked men and 1 clothed woman.
And he starts going, "Ew, ew." He starts splashing one of the lads.
And then there's a chorus of boos. But it's actually for the match that's going on in the ring. It's the Brooklyn Brawler versus Jim Powers, which the Brawler would win. Pettengill just goes into full shill mode, but Vince starts barking out of nowhere. Did you get this?
It was really weird.
You can see a match going on in back of us, a warm-up match.
All right,
Absolutely.
the Brooklyn Brawler
Wait a
is
minute.
ready to lock
Vince
up. And as a matter of fact,
Vince!
Hello.
Vince McMahon.
Yes.
It's Todd Pettengill. We're on live with the Countdown Show. What's going on?
We're over here doing a mic check.
That's all right. You need some time?
Hello, 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3. Warming up. Here we go.
All right, we'll have to wait.
One of the most bizarre things, and Vince is like, we gotta cross wire somewhere. No, wait. We gotta cross wire somewhere. Someone better fucking fix it.
Yeah, he just starts doing his mic check, and it lasts so long he throws to Ray Rougeau, who also starts talking over Todd.
And as a matter of fact, let's go over to Ray Rougeau now. Anything but Todd Pettengill. We've seen enough. Yeah, Ray.
All right, on the set here of the WWF Royal Rumble, we are doing a mic check. All right, how do we sound there, Claude? We sound good?
You're great.
The whole thing is like a minute long. I love the Calamity, New Generation, No Money production.
It's great. I will give Todd his due. He just laughed his way through it. And then when it came back to his go again, he just went back into the hard sell like an absolute pro.
Awesome. Close the countdown in the locker room where all the wrestlers hot dog about themselves. Martel is the funniest because he launches into his model class and finesse stick, and Sean cuts him off after 4 seconds.
Think about it, you guys may have the power in the size, but you don't have the finesse the
I got plenty of finesse.
Vince McMahon by himself. Brain's last pay-per-view was the series. Rio Rogers is done. Get out, mate.
Get out, indeed.
So he introduces his new color commentator, Ted DiBiase, who retired due to a neck injury 3 months prior. $1 Million Man, he says Vince should be working for him. I thought that was quite a fun nod because this is still a few years off Vince being outed as the owner.
Yeah, it was fun.
As a matter of fact, McMahon, you could be working for me.
Well, that is a laugh. The Native American.
Our inaugural contest is Bam Bam Bigelow versus Tatanka.
Buffalo.
Ludwig Borga blew out his ankle at an MSG house show 5 days before the pay-per-view, so Bammer gets a payday instead. Borga, he was looking for a match at Mania versus Earthquake, but before he healed up, WWF just cut their losses and fired him. Big Bum Bigelow, a great replacement because himself and Tatanka feuded with Sherry and Luna, remember kind of earlier 93, but that never got a blow off. So yeah, there you go, we get it tonight. Tatanka! You'll notice no red streak in his hair. He said that blonding and colouring, he lost his hair real quick.
Oh shit.
Cut that right out, mate. The lads kick off hot, huge elevation DDT, crash and burn, Tatanka splash, and big time... It's successful as Tatanka gets squished with Bammer's bummer. Tatanka is continually denied. Tomahawk chop. Super chop denied with a shoulder block. Bull Buffalo's splash is met with Bam Bam splash, where the bigger tummy wins. Tatanka even tries hulking up, or tomahawks up. Sorry, guys. It's thwarted with a ghetto blaster. Fucking love it. He just killed a Hulk up.
Yes, which is awesome because Hulk ups in shoot are bollocks. In kayfabe, they're the best things ever.
The Beast from the East makes a fatal mistake of stepping beyond Bret's rope, goes to the top rope for a moonsault, and misses. The danger abated, Tatanka capitalizes with a top rope splash and pins Bigelow in 8 minutes 12. I love this match. Holy shit. I was like, this is way better than it had any right to be because I don't want to see either of you. And it's like, holy shit. Because they cut out all the dross to the bare bones without it looking like it was trimmed. It was like they were perpetually working towards the finish because we got to leave. We're already behind schedule, even though the match just started. The pay-per-view just started. So I actually, well done, lads. I thought this was the perfect opener. So anyway, there we go. What'd you think, Ook?
I thought it would have made a decent Raw main event back in 94, but had no business being on a pay-per-view. Not interested.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was okay. Tatanka is pretty limited, you know, like he can't do much. He can hook up and he gets a decent pop, but Bammer looked great here. Big fucking hoss. He can move really fast. His moonsault for the size of him is amazing. Obviously, he's not going to be hitting many people because they don't want to get hurt, but but yeah, overall, I thought this match was better than I thought it was going to be, and the fans were into it, so a singular thumb up.
Where? Match number 2 is for the WWF Tag Team Championship. Bret and Owen Hart versus the Quebecers Jacques Rougeau and Pierre-Carl Ouellet. Before he was PCO. This build happened on Superstars, not Raw, because that's just how it is in 94, mate. December 11 Superstars sit-down interview with Owen and Vince. Owen is sick of being in Bret's shadow and challenges the Hitman to prove he's the better Hart. Next week, Bret says he'll never wrestle Owen under any circumstances. He's very serious about it. It's brilliant.
Absolutely, positively not ever step in the ring with my own brother under any circumstances.
We get a promo with the hugging Smiley brothers. Over Christmas, the brothers patched things up. Good guy Bret will now dedicate the rest of his career tagging with Owen.
It's brilliant.
Great.
It's hilarious.
It's really good. Like, obviously, you can see it coming a mile off, but Bret played being the super nice, super happy family guy, babyface perfectly. And Owen, he's trying to be the good little brother, but he just says so many little things like, this is going to be a great year for the Rocket, and the Hitman is going to be hitched behind the Rocket.
The Rocket is going to be taken off, and I'm going to have my brother Bret there right behind me.
Bret says he's happy never finding out who's the better wrestler, which is lovely seed planting there. And Owen apologizes, saying maybe I said things I shouldn't have said. It doesn't matter if they were true or not.
That was the best line.
Little
genius.
I know after Survivor Series, I said some things that I probably shouldn't have said. It doesn't matter if they were true or not. It really doesn't matter.
I love Owen's use of English. The subtext of that is that it was true, and I'm sorry for blowing a casket about saying true things about you, which is beautiful. Yeah, as you were saying, there's tons of mildly condescending, I'm the leader of the group, I'm the better one. It's going to be a great year for Owen Hart and the Hitman too. And
he actually does
that.
Yeah.
He just
you little scamp you.
Like, you'd be iffy doing that to your younger brother, but it's so disrespectful to an older brother to like glance his chin with your fist. Fuck you off. So good.
And with my brother Bret and the Rocket leading the way, you're going to be hitched right behind me, Bret. And we're going to get those belts, and we're going to make 1994 a memorable year for the Rocket and for the Hitman too.
Hey, take it easy.
He can't hide it.
I'd argue that this kind of 2-3 minutes is the best promo work from both of these lads ever.
Definitely Owen.
Like, well, I suppose 97, certainly for Bret, but here, I just think it's a fantastic story being told here. It brought it all back for me at the time, how much I enjoyed this storyline and how great I thought they both were. I was a mark at the time, obviously, so I thought, oh no, they're not going to fight. Bret will never fight him. And like I would argue that he was so sure that he would never fight him that it didn't actually take a huge amount in the end to get Bret to fight him, but okay.
But you guys have got to be feeling great. Back together over the holidays. Everything was settled. You're going for the title as the Quebecers won the belt back. This has got to be absolutely a special night for both you guys.
Backstage, Todd Pettengill is with the Harts. Babyface Bret pledges to give the other babyface tag teams a shot when they win the belts, and Happy Owen says he's gonna make Bret the tag champion for the 3rd time. From the Quebecers, who regained their tag titles? Yes, January 10th Raw, 2 weeks before the Rumble. Little bitch. It's a cannonball to the outside, a top rope clothesline to the inside, and Marty and Kid hit a suplex splash combo to win the tag titles. Oh, see, you were right. They did it.
That was a good fucking match too, but by the way.
That's right, Quebecers. And at Madison Square Garden, we'll just see if it was a fluke. We're going to defend these belts against you guys, and hopefully we'll keep them.
No, not hopefully, we will.
A week later, because anything can happen on a house show, Yes, that one from 5 days ago where Borga rolled his ankle. Quebecers hit a flip-flop and fly, an elevated senton bomb, and win the titles back. Yes, in time to face the Harts.
A well thought out title change then. That was great, putting it on Little Bitch and Marty.
Like it was all
Getting the rub.
Yeah.
And the squeeze. It was all to push this MSG house show 5 days before the Rumble. And even with having a Royal Rumble match on the card, and here's a tag title match and stuff, it only drew half the arena. So, yeah. Actually, Owen won that Rumble, and the final four, besides Owen, was the same as tonight. And Diesel has the same spot that they tried it out for this one here.
Well, I would suggest you're going to see the greatest tag team combination ever in Bret and Owen. When do you get a load of the brothers Hart?
Bret and Pierre kick off whilst the camera shows the action from behind Johnny Polo's twirling golf club.
Why does Johnny Polo have a putter? Did he not used to come out with a polo hammer?
You know what happened?
Yeah, what's going on?
Something happened here. There's something
not on
wrong.
the level.
He fucking forgot it.
You
And
think
somebody
so?
gave him a putter or something. Yeah.
The Harts out-wrestled the Quebecers, sending Jacques into the comforting crotch of Pierre.
That was a great spot. The fucking heat that got. The fans went ballistic.
We need more of this today.
Yeah.
The brothers are selfless here, showcasing their willingness to work as a team. Owen sets up a backbreaker for Bret to hit a Bret's rope pinpoint elbow right to the forehead. Freaking beautiful. Unfair double team on Bret, and quick as a whippet, Owen belts it into the ring to break it up. Reverse being whipped into each other, Bret dives to the floor so Owen can have the hero dive and get the schoolboy.
That was a fucking lovely spot.
And Bret sees Owen's pin attempt, so he grabs Pierre's leg to stop the breakup. Holy shit, it's like, these little storyline touches here. Thanks to a snap slam, the Mounties finally get a look in and work over Bret Hart for a bit. Hot tag to Owen, gorgeous gut-wrench suplexes and spinning heel kick. Applies the sharpshooter, but the ref has tied up ushering Bret out, and so Owen is snuffed out. It all goes pear-shaped from here. Polo comes into play, opening the ropes, and a unsuspecting Bret just kind of runs and falls through the ropes. It's a bit hilarious. Kayfabe injuring his knee. The ref is now tied up with Owen, who's complaining, what's going on, man? Allowing the heels to work over Bret more and demolish his knee. Did you ever see someone use a non-folding chair as a weapon? Because he uses the kind of plastic molded primary school chair. Owen wants the match to continue, so throws a prone Bret into the ring, who continues to get trounced. $1 Million Man actually echoes the final story piece here, and he's like, all he's got to do is tag.
All he's got to do is tag.
Bret gets a reprieve, and instead of tagging, attempts a sharpshooter, but he can't apply it. His knee is too badly damaged. The ref checks on him. Bret, no, and calls for the bell to ring. Ref stoppage. The Mounties have retained their WWF Tag Team Champions. The brothers have failed.
Bret just had the sharpshooter on Pierre.
He had the opportunity to tag and he didn't do it.
What'd you think, Ook?
Fantastic. Had a bit of everything in it. I mean, the wrestling was good. Classic heel shenanigans going on in terms of the tag team stuff. A great storyline that I don't think I've seen since, or certainly not before. Great way to build a feud. Great way to build up Owen, who is really coming into his own now. And great way to build up Bret as a sympathetic babyface. Really good. Really enjoyed it. Well done, lads.
Yeah, the in-ring portion of it, especially the opening couple of minutes, were really good. Owen and Jacques, they were so smooth and so fast. But even better than the wrestling portion, I thought that the actual drama of the match was fantastic. They built it up perfectly. Owen's kind of slow heel turn and Bret's super babyface stuff was perfect. And of course, it's obviously leading into their big match at Mania. So from every angle, the ring, the drama, the storytelling and the build, I thought it pretty much knocked it out of the park. I just have to say, I think Jacques is fucking awesome. Here's a man who loves his fucking job. He's so happy. And I love watching him. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I'll spooge about that in a second. Exasperated Owen, Tito kicks the ropes and hurls abuse at Bret, who can't even stand.
It's obvious to me that Owen Hart is finally...
Owen kicks a hobbling Bret in the leg. He goes down, flumps down like a sack of potatoes. Massive heat. DiBiase loves it, cackling and praising Owen for doing the right thing for his career, which is true. Officials go to help Bret, including Wurzel, Bring, and Payday Pat Patterson.
Ka-ching!
Walking away, Owen explains, just tag me, Bret, but you're too damn selfish.
And what makes it so great is that he's not wrong. Bret was clearly hurt. He couldn't win this match, and he should have tagged out. But at the same time, what Owen did is more wrong. It's fucking great.
He is right that he instinctively went to do the sharpshooter while he couldn't apply it. But instead of giving it to Owen, the fresh man in, Bret is at fault there.
Yes.
You know, for being kind of selfish.
Yeah, totally. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, but it could be argued, but Bret could have argued that he was all over the place, couldn't even get to the ropes. It was his last-ditch attempt to win the match. So you could justify that too.
Yeah. Cunt Rougeau wants an interview with Bret while he's still on the fucking floor. What's going on?
All right, I'm going to try find out. I would like to speak with Bret.
Fuck you. But Todd gets an interview with Owen. Is this Owen's most famous promo?
Yes, definitely. But they didn't need this promo. He said what he had to say walking back up the aisle. He was just saying the same thing over and over again. Get that fucking camera out of my face.
That's actually classic Hart and specifically Owen promo where he has like 2 bullet points and he'll just bang them over the head in a variety of different ways. This promo's bullet points are: Bret is selfish and just tag me.
All you have to do is tag me, but he's too selfish. All you gotta do to tag me. Why didn't he just tag me? Just tag me, Bret. But you're too damn selfish. Selfish. All you had to do was just tag me. Just tag me. But you're too selfish.
Side note, I thought beautiful cinematography for a wrestling promo. Injured Bret is being gurney wheeled up the ramp whilst on the Titantron big TV. Owen is cutting a scathing promo into the camera, berating Bret. He's huge, and since it's a big TV, Owen's huge, and he's kind of looming over Bret, who's injured, and he just wanted to help out his brother. Yeah. Brilliant.
And he's like not just talking, but there's like spit flying out and there's drool coming down his chin, and his eyes are like, you can see the whites of his eyes because he's mental.
And OSC, can we get the immortal line from Owen Hart? This is the line where he decides, I love being a mid-carder.
I could have won that match. I don't need you out there with a bad leg, Bret. You're too damn selfish. And that's why you're sitting there with a bad leg. And that's why I kicked your leg out of your leg.
It's fucking amazing.
I loved how he stopped. I nearly made it to the end.
He Bruce Harted it.
I think the third line is my favourite, and that's why you're sitting there with a bad leg. What?
It's like a marionette or something. Yeah.
And that's why you're sitting there with a bad leg. And that's why I kicked your leg out of your leg.
Oh my God. It's one of the best booked storylines in history, and it's executed perfectly.
You can just picture both of these lads, like actual family, driving up and down to the shows with each other and booking this, building this with each other over the course of weeks and months, and they have every little thing planned, and obviously they were given the time and chance to go and do it, and what it ended up being is one of the great feuds in WWF.
And that's why they kicked your leg out of your leg.
Thank you, Vince. I am here, the Royal Rumble Hotline headquarters back here. Bedlam broken out, and fans, if you call me on the hotline, I will give you updates on the condition of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Back at the WWF Hotline headquarters with sweet Stan Lane. Who?
You drop the bomb on me, baby. You drop the bomb on me.
Stan Lane, even though he had a notable career on the territories, including tagging in Smoky Mountain with Skinner in the Fabulous Ones, the Midnight Express with Bobby Eaton, and the Heavenly Bodies with Tom Pritchard, he was signed to the WWF as a reporter.
Hello and welcome to WWF Wrestling Action. I'm Stan Lane, along with the $1 Million Man.
It's 1994, so Vince McMahon is busy with the steroid trial and avoiding 8 years of prison time. So Jerry Jarrett, Jeff Jarrett's dad, was in charge of WWF's day-to-day operations. He's known for being a cheapskate and needed someone real cheap to cover for Vince's commentary duties.
Fans, if you call me, you'll hear interviews with all tonight's winners. I'll be here. I'll grab them as they come through the curtain, and I'll get those interviews for you. Also, for the
Stan Lane, his body was battered from 15 years of taking bumps and wanted a job in wrestling, but not actually wrestling, and worked the scale. So it was match made in heaven. Except that he sucked on commentary, and after Vince was acquitted, along with most of Jarrett's hired, he was fired in 95. Oh, just for posterity, he briefly commentated in Ted DiBiase's WXO promotion before transitioning into a career in commentary in motorboating.
And he is the real winner in all of this.
You don't want to miss it. If you're ready, let's get started.
And he's still hot dogging at WrestleCon to this very day.
Good.
We're the first tag team to tie in the wrestling with the MTV, music TV that was...
I didn't get this.
No,
we didn't get any backstage stuff at all.
Lucky boy. Yeah, he just hot dogs the WWF Hotline HQ 1-900-909 WWF. Match number 3 for the Intercontinental Championship. It's challenger IRS versus the champion Razor Ramon. Since the real IC champion HBK feud is still cooking and won't be ready until WrestleMania, he's wrestling IRS again. What's Ray's Mang and Tax Mang's history? What's their beef? The Bad Mang feuded with Money Inc. over the summer and even eliminated IRS en route to winning the IC title in a battle royal on Raw. Just before this, hilariously, the cameras sneak a peek into IRS's briefcase. And he's got Razor's chain. That's it. That's your feud.
So IRS has no business being a contender. Oh. He has no business being a contender for the Intercontinental Championship. This guy hasn't been relevant ever.
He was a tag champ, that's about it.
I don't think he was relevant. Certainly never as a singles wrestler. So, slim pickings in 94.
IRS, I give Owen grief, here's your bullet point promo. Owen had 2 bullet points in his promo. IRS has 1, and he's only ever had 1, which is, you fucking tax cheats. You fucking tax cheats. You fucking tax cheats.
Pay your taxes. But it works. It still works. It gets heat every time.
It's so over.
Tax cheating capital of Europe. You tax cheats. You tax cheats. First, I'll tell the rest of these tax cheats. I told you tax cheats.
You should pay your taxes.
Every tax cheat in the state of Rhode Island showed up here tonight.
But Steve, what bar is the Bad Mang?
Oh, me meow.
A sparkling teal and yellow, a nod to his championship gold, no doubt.
Oh, very nice. So, I got 360
fucking hell
bars back, and I went through them and I picked some of my favorites.
All right.
Woo Benny, who says...
We can remain friends.
A pack of Trojan Johnnies.
Perfect and great because, wait, Razor would never rub her up. He's a dirty knacker, isn't he?
Jesus. Chris packet.
Fuck, Steve.
Jesus Christ. Tyler Hall, Jolly Rancher Hard Candy, blue raspberry flavor.
I think Lawler gave that to those kids.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Bit of hard candy, yeah.
It's a good fucking movie.
Oh, yeah, amazing. Yeah, really good.
Toad UK says that he is a packet of salt and vinegar hula hoops.
Yes, but I hate salt and vinegar. You can have all the salt and vinegar in
I
the world.
don't like hula hoops. I think they're weird, yeah. It's not the flavor, it's the texture.
Oh, wait. When did you first have them? Like, did you have them as a child?
Ah, yeah.
When you could wear them as rings.
Oh, yeah.
And that still didn't do it for you. Your little Razor Ramon hula hoop fingers.
Mitsuhara Busawa.
Cool name.
Writes in and says that he is Nogger, das original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
That was always going to get picked. People know exactly what I like. Mahogany Vince says that he...
What? Is that Vince in blackface?
Yes. He is ranch flavored Pringles.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
It's a pretty fucking good one, mate.
I've never seen that. Let me know how it is.
Kevin Collins says he is a crunchy salted almond Toblerone.
Yeah,
that I
perfect,
want to
mate.
try.
I've never seen one of those.
It sounds delicious.
I would eat the bejesus out of that.
In one go.
Just don't make eye contact with him.
Great Saimano says he is a can of Monster Mango Loco.
Okay.
I don't want that.
You're okay.
Backland for Prez
Yes.
says he is Toilet Duck.
Brilliant. Oh, yeah. Well done, mate.
And for the What Smokes, Kean Walsh says he is a pack of USA Gold 100s Ultra Lights. And last one
is an Olympic cigarette. Fuck.
Garrett Miller says he is a packet of American Spirit cigarettes.
Oh, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you?
How are you? And there we go. That is our Razor Ramon What Bar. Guys, thanks very much for all of your replies.
The bad guy, as we said, he likes to brawl. He likes to rely on his street smarts and his natural instincts. And this one is
Fast-paced back and forth. Something you never see. IRS comes off the top rope and Razor counters it with a raised boot, but IRS dodges it and gives him an elbow drop. Kayfabe upheld. Irwin, he does have lightning reflexes. If you recall, IRS did that amazing last-second fake-out to dodge Hawk's big clothesline at SummerSlam 92. Who was like, splicey.
Well, that bird up there on the top rope doesn't have a brain. Oh, look at that!
Slow it down. Slow it way down. With multiple rest, hold, headlocks.
A young Randy Orton taking notes.
But IRS uses it to get his heel character over using his feet for extra leverage.
Which got lots of heat off the fans.
And also answered the question is, how comfortable is it to wrestle in a shirt, tie, suspenders and slacks? And the answer is not very. He's sweating bullets. Like, he was just...
Shane O'Mac jealous of this fucking sweating. But, like, it's called a rest hold, lads. Like, you're... Surely you're meant to stop sweating after a while, you know? It must be gross wrestling him and he's like dripping on you. It's gross.
It's be warm and salty and stuff like that. But like, you know, we're watching through the TV, so there's no smell-o-vision. You know, we're not getting the potency of, you know.
Have you ever been in contact with somebody passing them on the street where you can taste them? You know that
you get a
like you can it's like yum yum yum. There was a guy when I was in Movie Magic. There was a regular customer come in, serving him like, "There you are, sir." You know, like
what did he smell like? Salty garbage?
No, worse. Like every bad smell you can think of just funneled into this person. And then when he was gone, we used to walk up and down the shop spraying because he would linger.
Oh wow!
He would linger for like maybe an hour.
Like on a plane when they're getting rid of all the bugs? Like Jesus Christ.
This is an open air Movie Magic.
We've taken the roof off. Oh, hideous. Like.
And what was his taste in movies like?
He was the porn guy, actually. He was the porn guy.
Oh, no.
We used to have a section that was 5 shelves high and probably like a meter wide. We'd have like 7 videos for 7 days for £10. And he would come in of a Monday, get us 7. They're all softcore pornography movies. Off he'd go. And then he'd be back maybe 2 days later and another 7. Oh, yeah.
So, like, he wouldn't even just watch one every day?
No, he'd blam through them.
Wait, but he has it for 7 days. Is he?
No, you get bored of them. He's obviously watched them so
But you've
much.
already paid £7.
Yeah, but he's obviously watched them to death.
But you could,
like, you don't actually watch a porn. You like throw it on, and a few minutes later you're done, and you can pause it. Like,
when we would get his produce back, we would. I wouldn't wash the cases because what's the point?
Just burn them, like the old movie Magic Furnace.
No, but like you would be putting them back out on the shelf and then you'd be washing your hands. You wouldn't be washing your hands first. That would be after.
Yeah.
So there you are.
Here you go. So IRS smells better than
Yeah.
Smelly Porn Man.
Razor got him up. And the fall-away slam.
Fall away slam, and oh shit, it's time for the finish. Reverse an Irish whip, and the ref is squished. He's out. Razor hits IRS with the briefcase. Then a big Bret's rope back body drop. Fake IC champion HBK hoofs it to the ring and smacks Razor with his belt. He actually leaves the fake belt in the ring. Big, dirty, smoking gun there. The ref eventually comes to life. 1, 2, 3, and IRS is the new Intercontinental Champion. Take as many photos as you can.
this is like that time Lex Luger walked down to the ring as champion.
Holy shit. At least he got to leave the ring of his own accord with the belt and give it back to Vince. Earl Hebner rushes to the ring and explains to Joey Morella what actually happened. This was confirmed when he sees 2 Intercontinental Championship belts. Ramon hits the Razor's edge and the ref counts the fall because the match is back on, apparently. And after 11 minutes 30, the Bad Mang celebrates with 2 Intercontinental Championship belts. What an incredible visual there. 2
looks
belts.
awesome.
Fuck.
Razor Ramon. What a fight. Shawn Michaels did all he could to rob the bad guy of the Intercontinental gold, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice swerve finish there as we head into Mania for one of the most iconic matches of all time. Ozzy, what did you think, mate?
No, this wasn't for me. Big fan of Razor, but you need something on the other side of the ring to at least entertain me for 10 minutes, so no.
No, none of it? You fucking tax cheat. V1, what do you think, mate?
So I'll say the nice thing first. The match was heated. The fans were into it for some reason. But other than that, nothing matched. There was no build. I didn't really care. Half of the match was a fucking headlock. The ending was... It's weird, like, that the referee's decision is in fact not final. However, the one thing that I did really like was the ending with Razor holding up both belts. I thought he looked like a superstar, and obviously they're building up towards the big match with Shawn. So from a build point of view, it was great. From pretty much every other, no, I thought it was a bit shite.
Very much a stopgap match, just to fill time, and great to see Razor. And IRS had a better match than I gave him credit for. So, you know, I can't thumbs up it or whatever, but yeah, it was fine. Yeah. Smelly Porn Man.
Fear not, Yokozuna. You shouldn't be afraid. You should be terrified.
Match number 4 is a casket match for the WWF Championship. It's the WWF Champion Yokozuna versus the Undertaker. What is a casket match? No DQ, no pin, no countout. There is a casket at ringside. Incapacitate your opponent long enough to stuff them inside the casket and close the lid. We get a video package of the last 2 months of hype. I love Zombie Taker with his workplace promos. Proper
Yes.
camp.
Absolutely.
Lovely touch. Bearer invites us in to his workshop, and in the background we can see Kamala's casket back from SummerSlam 92. Yeah. And it's like, no, here's Yokozuna's one. It's new. It's double wide and double deep.
I love the kayfabe of this zombie who goes to his woodwork shed and carves out a coffin for every fight. Nowadays, obviously the WWE uses the like metal caskets and they look a bit nicer on
funeral home.
Yeah, but they're just not as cool.
Yeah. I love Bearer as a wagon driver on this like Western set of like, Lonesome Dove. It's brilliant.
It was great. And there was a really cool shot that when the carriage moves off, Taker's there in the background. That's fucking great. Kevin Dunn, you did it again.
Less awesome is Zombie Taker's holiday quips. He's like, Yokozuna, ho, ho, ho. That's not a quip, mate.
Yeah.
You're just greeting him.
Undertaker, it's still, his promos here were better than they were in the last 10 years, in my opinion.
I still love all of it, yeah.
I think it's pretty much the same. Like, like he cuts one promo on Raw where he comes on the Titantron and he's just like, rotting flesh, eternal rest. In peace. Just like it's the same shite that he's doing nearly 30 years later,
Thumbs up, mate. What do the heels have to say? Cornette purports that Bear hornswoggled him good. He's cool with the title match, but the contract came back to him with this added casket match stipulation. Cornette would never have signed it otherwise, as Yokozuna has a phobia of caskets. Yoko's plan to squash the gimmick is literally that, squash it. But Taker pops out of the casket before he can. It's like, sit on it to break it. That is the fattest solution to a problem.
The promo video, Taker doing some promos and then it would splice to Yoko in slow motion, like looking scared. Taker had, say, 5 or 6 different promos, but it was the same shot of Yoko, going...
Will the fear of this match bring out the best or the worst in Yokozuna?
Yoko demands Taker square up to him, which he does. And Yoko blinks first and fucks off. It was great. The Japanese sumo champion Pearl Harbor's Taker. Can't believe that didn't work. Jumping clothesline. Yoko's already off his feet. Palm thrust, and Yoko's dazed and falls outside. And he's like, "Well," and hilariously bonks his head off the ring post.
His selling was fucking hilarious here. It was like, it was so fake.
Taker hits primary school, and then a big dirty Triple H immediate brawl to the outside. Straight into it. They repeat the stairs no sell spot from the Survivor Series to much lesser heat. No DQ, Taker wallops Yoko twice with a folding chair. The second one's in the head. Fucking hell. He wouldn't do that for you, mate. And then a primary school chair for good measure. Salt in the eyes. Crowd chant USA. And now I'm annoyed that Taker has ditched his Confederate flag jacket. He got rid of that super quick, didn't he?
He most certainly did. Oh
my God. The worst choke slam in history. Move over Hulk Hogan in 2002. There's a new champion in town.
Undertaker couldn't get him all the way up. Yokozuna goes up and down.
Taker rolls a prone Zuna into the casket, but with the lid still open, heel Crush Bro attacks Undertaker. I was like, Crush? Oh, what do you got, Steve? What do you got?
No, I'm just enjoying the reminiscing about this match.
Enjoying reminiscing about this match?
Yeah.
Crush, Taker, and a casket. I was like, holy shit. If you fast forward to 1996 and this Bollywood movie, Killa Dion Kill Killadi, I'm not saying that again, where WWF's Crush, actual like WWF heel Crush, wrestles fake Taker in a match in a Bollywood film? No. Oh my God. It's actually Brian Harris, Chains, as the fake Taker. I'll tell you what happens. So they have a match. Taker slams Crush over the top rope and onto the concrete. Obviously, you can't see him take the bump, and they just cut to him going, on the crowd. And how does the bout end? Taker snaps his fucking neck, and Crush just flumps into an open casket that just happened to be beside him.
Holy shit. And WWE signed off on murder between their talent.
They went all in, yeah.
Wow.
Spicy.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
वो है मेरा आज का फाइटर क्रश क्रश गलत पंगा लिया तूने क्रश गो अटैक
Kill him.
From out of nowhere, great Kabuki and Tenru. Any more heels? You got any more miscellaneous jobbers? Ooh, the great Bam Jamma. There, Big Bum Bigelow here. He gets in on it. Percy Pringle shows us why he's not a wrestler with the shittest, softest stomach kick. And holy, you're not injuring Mr. Fuji. Then a better one to Cornette.
Wait a minute, look at this.
With the power of the urn, Taker hulks up, but even with Fuji's wash bucket, he's no match for the ream of even more mid-carders.
Even with a wicker bucket.
Adam Bomb, Double J, Jeff Jarrett, Head Shrinker Samu, and even Diesel. Dude, you're way too high in the totem pole to be henchman number 7. Zuna Clock's bearer and the power escapes from the urn. Green smoke.
Oh, wait a minute. What is that? What is that?
Green smoke as in Taker's spirit is leaving us. That's lovely. That's a cool effect, but shatters kayfabe. Steve, what's in the urn? Okay, so we saw
light. Excuse me.
There we go.
Light.
Yeah. At this Tuesday in Texas, we saw that there's actually ashes in the urn. Hogan opened it, and then we got a bit, threw a dead body in someone's face, basically. And, WrestleMania 12, we see there's a big, massive bulb inside. So, I don't know, maybe the filament burnt out or something, In any case, Taker is dead now. The dead man's dead, which kind of explains him sandbagging Crush's suplex. Like, fuck, Crush had to work.
Oh my God, Crush, you beast of a man, getting this bloke up and over.
Doesn't explain why he completely no-sold Jarrett's fist drop.
Oh, yeah, not a... It didn't blink.
Heels roll Taker into the casket and shut the lid. The evil foreigner has prevailed. The Undertaker is lost. In 14 minutes, 20 seconds. Wheeling the casket up the ramp, smoke starts emanating from it, and cut to the Titantron showing the Undertaker's body inside the casket.
No! Be not proud. I will not rest in peace.
What was 11-year-old OSC thinking?
I remember my next door neighbours had recorded this. It was the Monday, straight over after school. First thoughts were, wow, this is such a big match because there's so many heels involved. And then, oh shit, what the hell's wrong with Taker? And then on the screen, it was very, I don't know, it was supernatural. It was supposed to be. I quite like the effects at the time with the
with the TNA electrified cage sound.
And he throws it right in again. Right in, and he just felt the electricity zap him.
And then the
Taker going to his home.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Yeah, so it was really good at the time. I have never seen anything like it. And this is the first time Taker did proper, real, silly bollocks. I remember at the time thinking, wow, it's Marty Jannetty's first appearance in a WWF title match. And that sold it for me.
The sadness is that, it turns out it wasn't Marty Jannetty and it wasn't even the Brooklyn Brawler. It was actually just some talent they hired that looked like Taker. It's like some actor.
No.
Yeah, sad bananas.
No, I did not know that. Did you know that?
No.
Did I just crush 11 year?
Yeah.
Heel crush. Yeah.
Oh.
I wondered, why did we cut away from Taker going into the heavens? I wanted to see where he's going. What happens when he hits the roof? He's just got a bob like a balloon. Mrs. Pommelhorse. I'd like to get down now.
Yeah, did somebody open like a window on the roof or something? A skylight? Oh, there he goes.
And I, for one, believe in The Undertaker.
So this is the first of the Undertakers. He just take a holiday every couple of years for a couple of months.
That's what every wrestler should do.
Steve, Death takes a holiday every time the Undertaker has taken a couple of months off.
Nice.
So to keep the Undertaker gimmick fresh and heal up from injury, Calloway would periodically take months off and return with a rejiggered gimmick / persona / look. So January 94, here tonight, Royal Rumble 94, the Undertaker is ambushed by Yokozuna and 7 henchmen, put into a casket and loses the match. He swears he cannot be extinguished. The Titantron graphics explode as he ascends into the rafters. This break was to allow his back injury to heal, and also his wife Sarah was pregnant and wanted time off the road. He'd be gone for 7 months, where we get the amazing roving reporter Man on the Streets. I swear I saw the Undertaker buy a double whipped cream sundae. Fucking amazing. Leading the WWF to hire police squad detective Frank Drebin to unearth the Undertaker case, just in time for Awesomely Can-Be Taker vs. Taker match at SummerSlam 94.
I think there is only one true Undertaker.
October 95. Taker was out for a month due to an orbital bone injury thanks to a sloppy leg drop from King Mabel. He returned at the Survivor Series with a Phantom of the Opera-ish protective mask so he could still compete.
The Phantom of the Opera is now.
Now that wasn't a supernatural act break, but a Phantom of the Opera, I gotta mention that. October 96, In Your House 11, Bearer had heel turned on him to side with his new beau, Mankind. The two having a buried alive match, i.e. put your opponent into an open grave and cover him completely with dirt. Despite Taker winning the bout, the Executioner, Bam Bam Gordy, and other henchmen blindside him and ultimately bury the Undertaker alive. But after the heels leave, lightning hits the tombstone.
A grave that he dug for himself!
And Taker's hand bursts through the earth and goes...
Maniac Cup.
Giving the 2 fingers, yeah.
He's alive!
Fuck yeah, iconic image. The dead man will return. And he does at the 96 Survivor Series with a more gothic, lacy leather affair with the Fimbly. Yeah. You know those shirts where it's like a V-neck but it has a drawstring closing it and there's a little handkerchief? Yeah, it's one of those. Like, ooh. Yeah, it's a bit...
It's kind of Hunter, isn't it?
Fabio. His match saw Paul Bearer suspended in a shark cage above the ring. Taker won, but Bearer escaped Taker's wrath.
The Undertaker is giving him everything he possibly can. Vintage Undertaker here.
January 98. The Dead Man has a casket match with Shawn Michaels, injuring... That's one where Shawn gets hoofed over the top, takes a bump on his lower back that ended his in-ring career after dropping the belt to Austin. But thanks to Undertaker's pyromaniac half-brother Kane, Taker was trapped in a coffin, which was then set on fire. However, when they extinguished the fire and then opened the casket, Taker was gone. What was he doing? He was busy starching his collar, no doubt. Massive yoke. Was back 2 months later to face Kane at their big WrestleMania 14 showdown.
2 7-foot monsters.
Summer and autumn 99. Taker had a groin tear, but worked through it by tagging with the Big Show.
That's not how you work through a groin tear. You're supposed to wear the bicycle shorts that Hunter wore.
And win the world title.
And squash Goldberg.
The unholy alliance. But Taker would just wrestle less by having him transition to more of a smart aleck, kind of straight shooter, refusing to participate in a casket match with Triple H, and instead he walked out of the WWF so he could heal.
Dead man walking.
He returned at Judgment Day 2000 as the infamous American Badass Biker Taker.
In the Iron Man match.
Very good. A tobacco-chewing hick on a motorcycle.
Although I don't dress like Satan anymore, I'm still down with the devil, and I will go medieval on your ass.
October 2002, Big Evil Taker took the guts of 3 months off wrestling with a broken hand when former tag buddy Big Show threw him off a stage, returning at the 2003 Royal Rumble. This is when he started getting his triangle choke finisher over. He feuded with Vince McMahon, which culminated at their Survivor Series Buried Alive match. Kane interferes, costing Taker the match, ushering him to an early grave. Taker is gone and buried forever, no doubt. Forever being 4 months. Ditching the biker gimmick and returning at WrestleMania 20 as the Dead Man once again, complete with Paul Bearer and his spine-tingling quote.
Ooh, yeah.
If you will. It got goosebumps. The WrestleMania 20 entrance. Jesus,
it was amazing.
Yeah.
At the time, I was thinking, people were saying, "Oh, what if he came back as the Dead Man?" Were people aware he was coming back as the Dead Man, or were you as surprised as I was?
Everyone was hoping it was the Dead Man, but you expected.
In all fairness, though, the build for that match with Kane, when like the ring is lifting and moving and there's lightning, like we kind of knew, but we didn't want to get our hopes up.
It is a a Kane who can now rest in peace.
October 2005, Taker goes 13-0 at Mania, beating Randy Orton, which is the first kind of real worth keeping track of his Mania score, but lost their SummerSlam rematch, building towards a big showdown at No Mercy with a handicap casket match, Undertaker versus Randy and his dad, Cowboy Bob.
And his hepatitis.
Oh, Jesus. It's like he battered, he found out you've got hepatitis, battered him backstage. It's like, you don't want to bust him open. That should have protected him from getting battered, But I do love Randy and his dad doing the synchronized poses.
Yeah.
Yeah, both doing the pose back to back. Awesome.
That's Randy Orton's dad. That's Cowboy Bob. What the hell is going on?
The father-son team managed to put Taker in a casket and win, afterwards setting it on fire and claiming the insurance. Much like in 98, after opening the casket, Taker had vanished. And he returned at the Survivor Series, emerging from a charred casket, which was fucking awesome.
Oh my God, the dead has risen.
He jobbed out Randy the following month at Armageddon and took a couple of weeks off until the Rumble.
Jesus, he's just in and out now, isn't he?
Woo! He's like, I want to wrestle at Mania, but I don't want to be around for the build, so Survivor Series, I'll see you for the big payday. And that's that. And to present day, from here on out, it's short breaks to prolong his in-ring career, like mostly only wrestling pay-per-views while feuding with the Great Khali, which is a smart move, mate. Taking time off to heal his right torn biceps after wrestling Edge, KOing Big Show and returning after 4 months to attack CM Punk. The last big storyline departure being in 2010, during a match with Rey Mysterio, SmackDown May 28, 2010, he suffered a concussion, broken nose and orbital bone and needed 3 months off. But WWE kayfabed it that The Undertaker had been found in a vegetative state.
Is that Idaho, is it?
Very good, Stephen. But who was the assailant?
Couldn't have been Kane.
Was it the 5'2" jolly Rey Mysterio? Or was it the guy that has previously burned him and buried him alive? Yes, it was Kane, which eventually led to a buried alive match versus Kane at Bragging Rights.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
And with help from Quebecers, Taker was indeed buried alive. So nowadays we get kind of Super Bowl Taker, we get Santa Claus Taker, I'll see you once a year at Mania.
At Saudi Arabia.
I'd stink up the place with Goldberg. Yeah, so like he'll show up to announce a match and then that's it. So he'll wrestle Triple H at Mania 27, that's it for the year. Triple H Mania 28, that's it for the year. Lesnar at Mania 30, that's it for the year. But despite kind of how he's moving now and the quality of his matches, he shouldn't be wrestling. But it doesn't detract that The Undertaker, the greatest character of all time, the most protected, longest running, most evolving gimmick ever made. A true legend. And when he wrestles at Survivor Series 2020, it'll be 30 years in WWE.
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Without question, the greatest gimmick in wrestling history.
And it's time for the
Break Questionarium.
Oh, I actually have a question for you. It's a bit of a spoiler if you haven't seen it. Well, it's not really. It's just a screen grab from one part of the movie. What time is the Joker?
WWF Royal Rumble on Super NES. Incredible 16-meg action. No holds barred. It's perfect. WWF Royal Rumble on Super NES. Perfect.
Spoilers! Now, before the break, I asked you, what time is the Joker? Joaquin Phoenix, what time is he, buddy? He is... 10:15.
Yeah!
Oh my God, the big 10:15.
He's a fan.
He watches the show.
That's the only explanation. See you next time on Thanks for Playing.
Win the Royal Rumble, I'm going to be a 3P World Wrestling Federation champion. I'm going to crush on the way. Yeah!
Tonight is the night Double J goes for all the marbles in the Royal Rumble. And you know what Double J is going to do? He's going to take them. Champ, I'll see you at WrestleMania 10.
It's here, Royal Rumble. No friends, only enemies. And I'll be the final one standing to face the World Wrestling Federation champion.
I'm taking the Royal Rumble and at WrestleMania 10, champ, you're mine.
And we are ready for the WWF Royal Rumble matchup. Let's go up to Howard Finkel.
It's your main event. The 30-man Royal Rumble. Fink explains the rules. No crib notes because he's a boss. Wait a minute. He stresses, there is no friends, there is only foes, which is just not true, mate. It's up to the wrestlers if they want to be friendly or not.
Here we go.
Number 1, who is out first? College Farty Fight Song hits. It's Scott Steiner.
Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me.
And number 2 is Head Shrinker Samu. As Vince reiterates, wrestlers enter every 90 seconds, not 2-minute intervals as in previous years, as the show was running long even though only had 4 matches. But 90 seconds, all for it. Scotty is flattened with a big clothesline and teeters out in time for number 3, Rick Steiner. Boo.
May I just, it's so weird that they still don't have the wrestler songs yet. So the buzzer goes down and the crowd chant and it just goes silent for about 4 seconds before they walk out.
Yeah. It's actually, they don't have theme songs until 96. Anyway.
Oh.
It's Rick Steiner.
They weren't saying boo, they were saying roo. Dog barks. And Rick saves his brother. They don't do the brothers fighting angle because let's not do it twice on the same show with Bret and Owen. Also, Vince doesn't like brothers fighting storyline, which is possibly a personal thing. Like, he actually has a brother, Roderick. Bret had to fight Vince to do the Owen storyline. The Steiners double team Samu, who goes to eliminate himself, but gets his neck hung up in the ropes.
Terrifying move. Like, even though the Fed doesn't use the cables and the ropes have a little bit more give, I still don't want to see it. It just frightens me.
Yeah. Number 4, hits someone over the head with a frying pan noise. Quang! A mysterious masked martial arts man, who was obviously Toby Sabio Vega. He does a bit of wah! You're not fooling anyone, mate. This was supposed to be Borga's spot, so with him injured, Vega gets his impromptu debut tonight at the Royal Rumble. Number 5, it's Owen Hart, the Rocket, to a chorus of boos. Fucking
comes out and it just immediately throws out a babyface who has just been blinded by mist.
Who is it?
Yeah, Rick Quang came out and he blew the mist. He was blinded, he couldn't see, and then Owen comes out and just whoop, throws him out. Just absolute cunt heel. Love it.
Excellent. That is weird that Quang is using the mist because Great Kabuki, he actually invented the mist.
Really?
Yeah, that's his gimmick. But he's only here for tonight, so
What? Fucking Savio stole it from his bag?
Oh, just by and by, Devil Sato here, the creator of Dokugiri, aka Poison Fog in the early 80s. He'd use green mist, which was poisonous, and it wasn't until Tajiri started using it that they color-coded it for, it had different elemental effects.
The black mist was the real dangerous one. Yeah.
Very good. So he had the red mist, which I was going to say deplete your health bar.
Mysterio's got Tajiri. He's got a red mist.
Tajiri used red mist for burning, and sometimes a black mist, which would blind you for weeks. Kayfabe through the roof here. Number 6 is Bang Bang Bart.
Shave them sideburns, mate. Did you get a look at them? Whoa.
Nothing happens. Number 7.
The exact same thing written down here.
Number 7 is Diesel, who immediately wanks his glove. Then who've said Bartholomew, then Scotty, then Owen Hart. Wow, what a push. Has none of Quang's offense and clotheslines him out.
And the clothesline Quang is out. History.
Number 8 is... Sorry, Sam, I just stepped on a duck. It's Ducker's Bob Backlund. He scrambles on all four. Like fucking Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
He's just even paler.
He comes out to like the Scotty 2 Hottie pop where people are kind of laughing. Oh, look, this guy's a 7-year world champion.
It's ridiculous.
And he's reduced to scuttling around on the ground. Like being fed to this fucking Vinny Vegas. Like, it's a real shame. And by the way, Backlund, it looked to me like he was thinking, will I throw this prick out? Because he could throw out Kevin Nash.
He'd batter Diesel.
Yes, he would.
Absolutely batter him.
Both kayfabe and shoot, he put Diesel off his game. But Diesel gets his wherewithals and he chucks out Duckers instead.
Well, he got my vote. I'm sorry.
5 eliminations in under 90 seconds. Diesel has a well-earned temporary respite. Number 9 is Billy Bitchcakes. Smoking Gun gets comedy jobbed and the crowd are having a great old laugh. Put to backstage where evil Japanese Tenryu and Kabuki, they lay out Lex Luger.
Fucking sneaky.
With a timestamp of 9:49 p.m. for some reason. I don't know. Okay. Storyline wise, Fuji brought them in to keep Lex from winning. Number 10. Virgil. Hilariously, his ex-employer, DiBiase, groans, complaining, where did he come from?
And Virgil coming in. Where did he come from?
Vince explains that Virgil is an alternate because he's replacing Kamala, who might have already left by this point, but there you go. Diesel rocks him with some stiff-looking elbows, and Virgil becomes Diesel's 7th victim.
Honestly, I thought Virgil came out and had a bit more fire than most of the rest of the geeks that Diesel had thrown over the ropes. So I'm going to give him kudos.
We just give him kudos for anything, don't we, really?
We do love Virgil.
$1 Million Man, he quips, I told him Virgil didn't know how good he had it when he was with me.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely earned it.
Oh, it's Macho Man Randy Savage. Weirdly, Macho's offense, when he goes to Diesel, is like tugging at his nose. Works a treat, actually.
Macho Man got an absolutely huge pop here. This is the fella that Vince thought was too old and was done. You fucking idiot. You're over until you're not over. And there was no sign of this guy not being over.
Yeah.
And he could still go. So use him.
Nah. Adam Bomb. Number 12 is bandana-clad Double J Jeff Jarrett. With poodle poof hair and candy stripe red and white, he Jackie Fargo struts not once, not twice, but thrice. Gets bum rushed by Savage and takes a great calamity bump outside, kicking his feet out on his way out. He is amazing at getting eliminated.
Yeah, he took a great bump over the ropes.
He does the same thing with Owen Hart at the 98 Rumble. He throws Owen out, who skins the cat, and he does his Jackie Fargo strut. Owen grabs him and way over the top, and everyone flips out. Great spot.
He just strutted his way to elimination.
Number 14 is Doink and Dink. I'm too busy seething over Peter Doinklage here. I actually missed Macho getting eliminated by Crush.
Yeah.
Because they do it in the picture-in-picture. Doink Bra squirts Truck Bra and Crush Bra with water from his flower.
I don't think it's anything to laugh about now. Whoa!
You enjoying it? You enjoying the Rumble so far?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Number 15.
I thought this, up until now, was the good portion of the Rumble.
I actually have that exact thing. We are halfway home. Number 15 is the Beast from the East, Bam Bam Bigelow. Big Bum Bigelow. Bammer has a snarling Luna in front.
Did you hear what Vince said when Big Bum was getting into the ring?
Go on.
He says, "The ring is filling up with beef now." It was great.
So he's been hawking beef for 25 years.
Yeah.
And the ring is starting to fill up with some beef now.
Heels, Crush and Diesel politely hold the ropes open for Bammer so he can beat up and eliminate Doink. They wrestled at the Survivor Series. They're feuding at the moment, which he does with ease. Old Ray Apollo there, sent packing. Easy payday. Number 16. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is.
This guy was over.
Man, Men on a Mission's Mabel. Hilariously, Oscar is rapping, but you're not having a mic. You know?
He's just mumbling to himself.
I love it though. He's gonna rap anyway. I don't care if anyone else can hear it.
Well, the ring is certainly filling up with some serious beef now.
Mabel Ho trains Diesel, and the $1 Million Man quips, "There's a lot of beef in the corner."
And then Vince goes, "There is a lot of beef." And then Vince goes, "There's a lot of tonnage." And then $1 Million Man just keeps saying beef. This is like my favorite 90 seconds of the whole show.
That's a lot of beef in the corner. That's a lot of beef in the ring.
Number 17 is... Oh my god. Oh, see, it's your boy.
Happy to see him. Looking good. Best he's ever looked.
I was going to say, it's pretty much downhill from here, isn't it?
It is. Well, in the car, yeah.
Oh. So there was a promo package on the January 3rd Raw, like this. I'm gonna put the foot down and hit the gas to the metal and the pedal, and I'm coming in hard and
Sir, children, watch.
Coming in raw. So I watched this and I'm thinking, okay, Sparky Plug is going to come in here maybe after the Rumble. He'll beat a couple of jobbers and then he'll be slowly placed in at the lower mid card. And then I was like, holy shit, he's making his entrance in the shit part of the Rumble where they bring out all the geeks and jobbers. I was like, at least he's going to throw a few people out, isn't he?
Sparky's eliminated.
Bob Holly, he replaced the 1-2-3 Kid, who they actually did a Royal Rumble at that MSG show 5 days prior to the Rumble, and he messed up his knee, so that's why he is not there. And you get Race Car Bob instead. Number 8.
Race Car Bob.
Number 18 is the fake Intercontinental Champion, Shawn Michaels, who immediately enters and faces Diesel. And he's instantly submissive, asking for a handshake, and even puts himself in a precarious position. He gets up onto Bret's rope and he's like, come on, mate. And he manages to stall Diesel long enough. Stalling Diesel. 4 other competitors to come in and shaka bra, and chuck out Diesel.
Shawn Michaels just helped him over.
There you go. He completely sidestepped the situation.
But didn't he run over
and help?
But that wasn't caught on camera. I mean,
nothing was caught on camera in this.
Yeah, it's so silly because I think that was
a point. That's
that's
turning point.
Yeah, and the camera missed it.
And believe it or not, a number of fans actually cheering that huge monster Diesel.
Oh, so with Diesel eliminated, the fans chant Diesel's name, as well they might. 7 eliminations tonight. This was Vince testing the water to see if the fans would take to a Diesel push and compare this to being flattened by Macho at the Survivor Series. And it's like, boy howdy, the fans did. They bit the bottom.
Is this the first performance of its kind in a Rumble? Like, yeah, people have thrown out multiple people before, but somebody so dominant, standing in the ring on their own waiting for the next person.
Yeah, this is the first one, yeah.
It really worked. It absolutely worked because this guy was nearly turned fucking
babyface.
Superstar babyface coming out of this. Like the fans were chanting his name.
Number 19 is Mo. No, I don't want to get him over, actually. The crowd immediately die, and when he comes out, he looks around and says, hey, what happened? Oh, come on. Holy shit, the state of this, lad. Wow. Shawn skins the cat, but it's not a big spot. That's it,
It just happened, and he did it on the far side as well. Yeah. Like, he didn't even do it on the hard cam to, get himself over.
Number 20 is the Blue Knight. It's Greg the Gas Tank.
He gets a sizable pop. I was kind of shocked.
Who's it gonna be? The Hammer Greg Valentine.
Greg Valentine, what is his contribution to the Royal Rumble?
This one. He was there. He was a number. And then he was gone.
I was just, saw Valentine here, and I was just thinking, Vince beat the steroid trial. First of all, there's many counts and it got reduced to 1, and due to mishandling of evidence and the testimonies from people like Nails, who were obviously lying with a gripe with WWE, he managed to beat it. And I was like, how did Vince do it? And if the prosecutor's there, would he not just roll it here, Mo and Greg Valentine come in? What steroids? yeah.
Literally roll them into the court.
Here comes Tatanka.
There are 10 participants left. Number 21 is Tatanka.
Buffalo.
Vince marvels at the action. What adjective would he use? When he's looking at something that he can't quite fathom, its credibility is brought into question. What would he exclaim?
Incredulous?
No. It's incredulous.
Would it be unbelievable of sorts?
think I hear EMF rolling into this episode of OSW.
You say you're
Unbelievable. 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 Unbelievable.
You're unbelievable.
Number 22 is the Great Kabuki. The lads all gang up and dump out Big Vis.
Except for Mo, he's the only person who doesn't help. He's just watching, not helping his mate.
Oh, you cunt.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Champion, comes Lex Luger. I don't believe it.
Number 23, speak of the devil. It's Lex Luger, who goes straight for Kabuki. Gas Tank wants a bit of him as well, but fucks off immediately. Do you see he like clubs Lex Luger? It's like, you're not, what? No.
So, the last few shows, we've been very down on Lex, and it's become very obvious that his like main event aura has fallen down considerably.
Oh.
This is how you make him feel like a star. You put him in the ring with Greg the Gas Tank, Sparky Plug, Mo. Tatanka's not bad, but you get my drift.
Kabuki, yeah.
Kabuki.
The fucking cut of him. He's so old and floppy.
I was watching him going, is this your man who used to be in the other Japanese team with the long hair? Oh, what was his fucking...
Orient Express?
Yeah, the Orient Express. What was
Sato and
that guy's
Tanaka.
name?
Oh,
Pat Tanaka. Yeah. I was watching him going, that's Pat Tanaka, isn't it?
He looks Pat Tanaka.
Beautiful. Mwah.
This wasn't supposed to be his one night on the job, but like as soon as he came in, Vince saw him. No. I can do Bastion. I've already got Bastion. Lex chucks Kabuki out back to New Japan and War Wrestling Romance, which Tenryu owns, by the way. Number 24 is the other heel henchman, Tenryu. Of course, the same Tenryu of WrestleMania 7, where himself and Kitao defeated Demolition. Number 25, the buzzer goes off, but no entrant.
I thought Vince did a great job here. Like, oh, Bret, his leg is injured. He's not coming out. That's it. His chance is gone. That was great.
Whole lot of nothing in the ring. Number 26, yes, I am a model. It's Rick Martel. Kayfabe-wise, he's got a great chance of winning, because in 91 he lasted over 52 minutes and has drawn a late entry. Shoot-wise, it's very different. Number 27, the buzzer goes off. Wait for it. It's hobbling Bret Hart. Unbelievable. But how will a one-legged man do in an ass-kicking contest? Yes.
It's Bret Hart. I can't believe it.
So number 25's no-show turned out to be Bastion Booger, who ate too much and was sick.
Unbelievable.
Of course, it was to ratchet up the drama for Bret's appearance, but it was a great kayfabe explanation. Number 28 is Fatu, Rikishi Fatu. Lex gets dropped by a hard-headed headbutt. Valentine chops Fatu, nothing. Mo tries to headbutt the Samoan, and no, he plops to the ground, selling his face. Oh, awesome.
Amazing. So, Lex is battling with Crush at the ropes, and he's throwing elbows to him. And then Bammer walks up, and he hits Lex twice, and Lex just no-sells the shit out of it. So Bammer just kind of goes, okay. And so then he joins in with Lex. That was really, really good stuff by Bammer there, because if he didn't and just walk away, then he just looks like an absolute muppet. Like
a regular Greg Valentine.
And then they dump Crush out.
He's out of here.
Number 29, save us. It's Party Marty Jannetty in his old WrestleMania 7 Rockers gear.
Yeah, where did he dig this stuff out of? Because, like, wasn't he wearing the white and the...
Yeah, he got a new thing going.
Yeah.
This is like wearing a t-shirt with your ex on it. You know? Come on, mate.
Yeah, but he's wearing this stuff as when he's the New Rockers with Leif Cassidy as well. I think he's wearing this similar, if not the same thing.
Well, like, it's hard to get new gear when you just buy all of the smack.
I know.
Tenryu gets in the way of their super kick spot, but eventually he gets the drift, fucks off, and they do it. There you go. Number 30 is Adam Bomb, baby.
Whoa.
Man, though, they shit the bed with the last two guys here, didn't they? Fucking Party Marty and the Bomber.
Where's little bitch? Prophetically, Vince proclaims Adam Bomb is going to win the Royal Rumble.
Uh-oh, it's Adam Bomb. Adam Bomb's gonna win the Royal Rumble.
Silver Vision home video exclusive.
Crush! I mean, wait a minute, Crush, give me a few comments here.
He's like, fuck off, bro. Fuck off, bro. Macho Man comes in from the side and just giving him a fucking hiding. The like camera fails and it's going and then it goes back to Vince.
Obviously having some technical difficulties.
So that's everyone in the ring. 12 people left. Model, Bammer, Tatanka, Bomb, Buttplug, Marty, Sean, Valentine, Bret, Fatu, Lex, and Tenryu.
Jesus.
3 of you have main evented the pay-per-view before, and so have a chance of winning. Lex, Sean, and Bret. The rest of you... everyone out of the pool. Holly's first, then Hammer, then Martel. Bomb eliminates himself. Mo dives over in the background. Then Tatanka. Bammer's hoe train is avoided, and he gets bundled out. Then Marty follows suit.
So, after Hammer gets dumped out, Vince has one of the calls of the entire show. There goes one of the all-time WWF greats, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
And did he have to prove that in court as well?
The fucking cheek of it.
Like, what is
Who are you fooling, Vince?
Like, what's Valentine's legacy in the WWF? Like, I know he had the old-timey IC belt, like this weird yoke, but if you search for him on YouTube, all that pops up is him and JYD. He got a promo. It's like, oh, you nasty black person.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, splicey, Steve.
You nasty individual, nasty black person into the ring. I'm gonna slap you around, boy. Nasty black man. I'm gonna rub your nasty black face right into the ring. You understand? And all that's gonna be left is a big black spot.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. Tenryu tries a double noggin knocker, which Sean sells, but Samoan Samu has none of it. Oh yeah. Tenryu's eliminated, meaning we're down to our final 4. Bret, Lex, Fatu, and Sean. A third hard head spot, but Lex smartly sells a super kick by back bumping.
Nice.
A mere mortal that close to the ropes would have been eliminated, but not our American hero. Tandem elimination where Fatu and HBK are thwarted and bumped to the outside. We're down to Lex versus Bret for a spot at the main event of WrestleMania.
There goes Michaels is out of there. Wait a minute. It's Lex Luger.
Man, I was watching this going, oh my god, this is fucking great. Like, I can't wait for the end of this match. We have the 2 most over guys, the 2 stars that were left here. You know, I was thinking of like the Taker versus Shawn Rumble where they went like 11 minutes and they teased going over, got the fans fucking mental, but we didn't get the awesome finish to the Rumble that I thought we were going to get.
Oh, what happened, Steve?
They punch each other for a few seconds and then they go to the ropes and they fall over. It's like literally 35 seconds.
It's Luger. Luger through Bret Hart out.
See, there is a reason for this, is that Vince thought correctly that the longer this final sequence goes, the more people will rally behind Bret. And we can't be having that because we want Lex to get over. So there we go, 10 seconds and we're out.
Well, you know what? In that case, he was absolutely correct.
Both babyfaces go bundle over the top rope and both are eliminated. And sadly, shockingly, there are no cameras in their 6-camera setup that caught the finish of the Royal Rumble. And even though we have conclusive evidence of what we're going to see, we can't see it. It's intentionally obscured by design. Director Kerwin Silfreeze ordered cameras to stay away from the far side just in case they fuck it up. Let's not watch.
It was an amazing camera angle. So it's like looking at them from like the side and you can see them move towards the ropes. You can see them topple over. And then just as they touch down, you get to see the turnbuckle. And that's it.
To be fair to them, I thought they did a really good job.
Yeah.
It looked, if I was a betting man, I would say Bret's feet touch first.
Yeah, definitely.
But they still did such a good job that you couldn't, unless you were there at ringside, you wouldn't have been 100% sure.
Yeah. I think that these two lads did a much better job than The Rock and Big Show did, because I seem to remember Big Show definitely touched down first there.
No, The Rock did.
I seem to remember The Rock definitely touched down first there.
That's right, Stephen. Well done. And that was actually a fuck up, so they had to work it into the storyline.
Yeah.
Let's Luger! Well, it must be the Hitman Bret.
55 minutes in, and we don't have a winner. The referees confer. Fink announces Lex Luger as the victor. There's a pop. Earl vociferously disagrees, so Fink announces Bret Hart as the winner. Bigger pop.
Okay, so Lex's pop is a massive pop at first, and then it taper down, and then the boos kind of swell. But with Bret's, it's just constant pop.
Hilariously, we get an impromptu popular vote. Where which one of you like? It's like Vince McMahon when the invasion happened. They bought WCW. It's like, which guys do you want to see?
Oh.
And it's like a Buff Bagwell, yeah! Goldberg, no? Or was he, I don't know. Can you remember? I don't know.
Jeff Jarrett.
No. Yes, so the fans cheer way more for Bret. Funny Jack Tunney steps in for an official decision. Both Lex and Bret are the winners, to a chorus of boos.
The winners are Lex Luger and Bret Hitman Hart.
What? It's amazing, isn't it?
And then they turn up the WrestleMania theme to try to drown them
I love how they don't trust Jack Tunney for 5 seconds to just say, and the winner is both of them. They're just like, no fucking way, Neo.
Yes, one disappointing handshake later, and we get some Nitro stills from the pay-per-view, and we're out. Obviously, you'll love this. Okay, so this final spot, Luger was in control of it. He had to be, since Bret Hart kind of went backwards over the rope, ass over tea kettle. And yeah, that's how we leave it, and that's how we go off the air. So yeah, fuck you, fans. Actually, what you should do is ring up 1-900-909-WWF and pay for the finish of the pay-per-view. Fuck you. What they do is actually, why don't you ring up and vote on this pay-per-minute hotline? But we've already booked the result.
Wow.
So you're just a scumbag. There's actually like a ECW house show at Heyman just rode them for it.
Really?
For being scumbags, yeah. So let's take it to the aftermath. Welcome to the aftermath. Mr. OC, what did you think of the Royal Rumble pay-per-view overall?
I really enjoyed this pay-per-view. There was 2-0 matches. They weren't very long, so it didn't offend me. Obviously, the Hart brothers, incredible stuff happening there. I really enjoyed the bollocks of Yoko, Taker, and the finish to it. Brought back some good memories. And the Rumble match itself, so I remember last year, And the 93 Rumble I had said was the worst I had ever seen. This one, I quite enjoyed it, honestly. I'm not entirely sure why, but because 93 had Flair, Perfect, Taker, Yoko, Savage, who were potential winners. This year had Bret, Lex, Shawn, Diesel, Crush ? Certainly star power less than last year, even though last year didn't have much. I just thought the pacing overall was better. Early on in the match, you had the Diesel stuff. I liked that there was 12 people in the ring up until very near the end. And then the last 3 out of the 4 were genuine contenders to win. So I would give this a recommendation.
I thought the Rumble match was bookended by really, really good stuff. I thought the first 10, 15 minutes were great. I thought Diesel looked awesome. He came out of it like a superstar.
I thought you said the first 10, 15 seconds were great.
And then you had about a half an hour where nothing happened, like literally zero happened. And they brought out Tag Geeks and the Jobbers and Sparky Plug and Valentine. It got pretty fucking rough. But then
Mo,
Jesus. But then at the last 10 minutes where it was just a blur of people getting thrown out, lots of action. And of course the end was quite unique, Steve, as people are known to say.
people named Steve.
Yes. I thought it was very, very heated, memorable. Like 25 years later, this is still one of the most famous Rumble finishers. I thought the only thing it was missing was Vince coming out and tearing his quads. That would have been awesome.
It would.
Yeah, it would have been fucking amazing. I don't think I'd recommend this show. There was nothing bad on it, which is very nice because in this era you do tend to get a lot of bad stuff. Like there was nothing as bad as the doink shit from the last show, and the worst stuff was fine. Yoko, I think, has gotten to the point where he can't go. Taker was crazy over, but he didn't have much to actually work with. The Bret and Owen stuff was awesome, and I thought the Taker bollocks was lots of fun. So, easy watch. Yeah, Grant.
Oh, nice. That is much more positive than I was expecting. Oh, man. Bret and Owen, their storyline, one of the best feuds in history, and another booking masterstroke by Bret. Plus, anytime I get to see Bret and Owen wrestle in the same match, oh, it's always a joy.
And we still haven't gotten to see them wrestle yet. It's only going to get better.
The Casket match. A lot of shortcut outside brawling, but hit Yoko being knackered well, although in general the segment took way too long. So from the Taker Yoko build-up package to the Rumble participant promos, that was over 30 minutes.
Wow.
But an iconic supernatural finish, and one of my favourite wrestling memories. Huge bollocks, big Billy bollocks, thumbs up. Actually, we were supposed to get a Smoky Mountain, Heavenly Bodies and Rock and Roll Express match, but they no-showed the event due to a snowstorm, but they didn't get any heat over it because it was out of their control. Rumble match itself, very much like Eamon Dunphy. It was a game of two halves. Loved the first half. Diesel smashing mid-carders out of it, getting a huge push, and the fans took to it, and then it fell off the cliff. Fucking hell. It was just like you could literally not watch 40 minutes of this and just come in for the final 4.
Yeah.
So blah. But overall, really enjoyed watching it, as I do watching this campy stuff from the 90s. So as long as you like bollocks and you like bad stuff, then, thumbs up.
Can I just add one more thing? While I thought that the matches were decent on this show, what I really liked about it was its booking. The long-term things coming out of this show were all fucking great.
Oh, also, Duck Arse, Gollum. He's just scrambling on his feet. Like a fucking...
Schmeagling.
Yeah. That was great. Like, I give him guff, and it's great when he gives me material, reason to give him guff. It's like, you're a grown man, You're, what, 50? Or he's probably 27, but looks 50, Fucking hell, mate.
Your hands fucking mole, man.
All right, and that does it for another show. But Steve, you got time for Raw.
Schmeagling.
Roll out the jobbers.
Holy fucking shit. 5 jobber matches on this Raw, Steve. Yeah.
The other one has Mo.
It does.
Lex versus Austin Steele.
The only notes I have are Lex batters him and gets the win with a Bret's rope superplex, which was fucking lovely, by the way.
Yes, Lex steamrolls Austin Steele in 3:41.
And just like the Royal Rumble matchup, he will not be denied victory.
Double J Jeff Jarrett versus CWA's John Paul.
A surprisingly good match. Like, John Paul is a known, and I thought Jeff Jarrett gave him loads. Like, he got moves on him, 3 near falls, and then the end, just some really, really nice Jeff Jarrett wrestling, and he gets the win. Without question, the best match on this show.
I don't like this Jeff Jarrett being so giving towards a jobber.
It's kind of weird, yeah.
You're selling in a jobber squash. Are you sure he shouldn't be being pushed, you know? Fuck.
Away! Pull the tights in. Count of 3.
After this match, Vince is just hawking. He's like, you gotta get the encore showing of the Royal Rumble. It's America, and you have a choice. It's either Royal Rumble encore or Bill Clinton State of the Union. I know which one I'm choosing. Fucking great.
I love how your Vince has kind of morphed into
Paul
Zombie
Bearer.
Linda, Paul Bearer. It's all.
I only have one impression.
Yeah.
That's what's great about the show.
Exactly. There's Ireland and there's Foreigner.
State of the WWF.
The Headshrinkers and Men on a Mission.
This match could have been great for all I know, but I completely zoned out. It's Mo.
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 I don't want to get him over. He got his own fucking animated bit at the end of the last show. I was like, I don't know.
Is this going to become the Mo arc?
Yes, the Headshrinkers roll over Men on a Mission in 13 minutes. 13 minutes of Men on a Mission.
Forget about it. Oh, my.
Holy shit, the Headshrinkers won. So are they going to go on and take on your heel fucking champions now? Because the Quebecers are the champions?
Yeah.
Take a look, if you would, at Adam Bomb, Jim.
Adam Bomb versus Tommy Angel from ACW.
A complete and utter squash. Bomber just comes in and batters him, hits the Adam Smasher, and gets the win. He's really basic, lads. He's not very good at all.
Does he have a large mallet that he could use as an Atom Smasher? I think that'd be cool. You know?
A Timmy mallet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately much
That
less.
squeaks.
Yes, Adam Bomb nukes Tommy Angel in 3:14.
Down to the canvas, the Adam Smasher, and we're history.
Doink versus Joey Stallings.
I just have like 5 lines giving out, like, where's the fallout of the Rumble? Where's Lex's promo? Where's Bret? Where's Yoko? Where's my update on Taker? Where's anything other than a shit jobber match?
Yes, Doink boinks Joey in 3:27. And in your main event, HBK Shawn Michaels versus the indomitable Tyron Knox.
At this point, I just have, Jesus Christ, what a complete shit show. Who fucking cares? I hate Raw. I want it to end.
Boy, this power driver. That would fitted Tyrone to a T. Yeah, flattened out his head.
Another squash match. Shawn is really good, and at least Vince is putting over his future feud with Diesel and with Razor. So that's something.
And a svelte 4:25. Here we go. So these matches, 3:41, 4:10, 13 minutes of Mo, 3:14, 3:27, and 4:25.
You would still take that over a 3-hour Raw today, right?
Can I fast forward through Raw?
Nope.
Well, then yes. It was bad. Like, this was the worst Raw that I've watched since this arc.
Since Raw has started.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad.
So at the time, this was the worst Raw of all time.
Quite possibly. Definitely. Without question.
Oh, and thank you, Stephen. Well done. I appreciate the Raw reward. Well, that does it for this week, folks. Episode 84, the Royal Rumble 1994 is on the books.
In the pocket.
Out of sight.
How did you think of that show went? Enjoyed it?
Lots of fun.
More fun than watching a Mo match?
Oh, Jesus, yeah. I would absolutely rather talk shite for 4 hours than watch a 44-minute Raw.
What about a 4-minute Mo match? Eyes open, no blinking. If you blink, you have to restart the match.
Do you remember and we might even cover it.
Go on.
There was a period of time where I think Mo was a babyface singles wrestler. Do you remember that?
No.
I believe there was.
When Men on a Mission broke up?
I think so. They
must be in 95. Yeah.
And I remember Owen having a match with Mo on Superstars, but they didn't really properly break up. It was like the way you'd always want to do a tag team breakup, where they just said, shake hands and say, yeah, I'll see you in the car, but we're not a tag team anymore. I think that was one of those. So maybe you and Mo are closer than you think.
Stephen, get out. Stephen, what is happening on Twitch?
I'm playing new Link's Awakening remake on Switch. Come join me on twitch.tv/OSW review for a bit of bollocks and some hijinks.
Ooh, and every Friday night you got kisses from the missus.
We got kisses from the missus.
Oh, that's the worst thing ever. That is the. Did you make that up? That's awful.
Yeah, we are still working our way through the OSW catalogue. I think we're up to like episode 24 now. Loads of fun.
Oh, why don't you watch more OSW episodes? Don't bother going out or going to Movie Magic. It will save you £7.
Porn is free nowadays.
Porn is free. So turn on incognito mode and you can watch all of our episodes.
Fuck!
We have Charging in my Max Flavoured 4-3 full screen at
OSWreview.com.
And now that you've saved £7 from Movie Magic, you can spend a £5 and watch some extra videos that we produce. You will enjoy them. Not as much. I won't get you right. But you can enroll at NuggerU at
NuggerU.OSWreview.com.
Excellent. So it's a goodbye from V1.
Take a fucking beer.
And OZ.
We do.
And myself, Jay Hunter. And remember, a winner is you. Mo. OZ, what did you think, mate?
Another nothing match. Don't care for IRS.
Smelly porn man.
Smelly porn man.
Smelly porn man is over now. I want to see this anime. Steve talking about some fat smelly creep walking in, taking all of the softcore porn.
Was there hardcore porn at Movie Magic?
No, you can't. I don't think you could have done that.
Okay. So we got the most porn you could get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, he must be reveling in modern day, like with the internet. Holy shit. One of his arms, big, wow, huge biceps.
Internet bill through the roof.
I need broadband speed for 3 minutes a day.